craftsman artist who currently lives in Fayetteville. Best known for their wit that can turn pain into poetry, they self-published Static, Between the Layers, on December 25th, 2020. Static is 1/3 poetry and 2/3 self-advocacy, with journal and art prompts, followed by mantras to help with shadow work. Sounds cool, right?
Yeah.
The pieces will make you cry, laugh, and question, embracing the complexity that is existence. Islaya captures imaginations and encourages curiosity. Having been to 17 countries and counting, they feel most comfortable in a new place where they can explore without being noticed. Finding abundant inspiration in the mundane and beauty in plain sight, let's give a warm welcome to Islaya Osiris.
I'm going to switch out the mic because I'm a tiny bit of a germaphobe, so.
Do it.
Thank you for understanding.
Have Mike will travel.
Say what?
There you
Have
go.
Mike will travel.
It's true, exactly. Travel everywhere, let's go. Come on, go. So, hi. My pronouns are they, them, by the way. Before I begin reading this, my stuff becomes a bit heavy. I like to do a grounding exercise. So I welcome you to join me in a 3 deep breath meditation. Put your feet flat on the floor. And if at any point you are uncomfortable, please stop doing it. Listen to your boundaries. Trust yourself. You know yourself a lot better than I do. Put your right hand on your chest, left hand on the lowest part of your belly. And close your eyes. And breathe in through your nose. And when we breathe out, we're going to make a whoosh noise. Breathe out. Good job. Breathe in. Unclench your jaw. And breathe out. Yeah. One more time. Breathe in. Drop your shoulders over your ears. And breathe out. Very good. Thank you so much for doing that with me. Open your eyes if you haven't already. Also, because I do have the prompts and mantras after each poem, I will be reading them out loud, just to help create some thoughts. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. Tell me a love story about 2 souls meeting in a field of sparks. They would dance in the rain. They were made of metal and wax. Rust would set them on fire as they stopped railroad ties into the earth, tattooing a beat in the trees. Frogs would chirp a chorus as silent as the stars shine, like bullet holes in the sky. That's how we breathe. We draw lines of connecting constellations. We tell ourselves stories because we have to. Don't forget to inhale. Make smoke signals, join the circle, break the pattern, scream until you are seen, whisper until you are heard. We tell ourselves stories because we have to. Tell me a tragedy. Love? Love is just an addiction. Everything is just chemical reactions. You have to choose life to live. We tell ourselves stories because we have to. Tell me something I won't believe. One day you'll feel safe. It's just a numbers game. You have to live long enough. Da-da. Believe it now. Don't forget the next step. Don't tell me the truth. You're getting better, but you're afraid that if you're finally able to let go of the pain, the wrongdoings done to you, the cage, then you'll be empty, like echoes from the center of the ripples bouncing off cave walls. My world has shattered so many times. I'm picking pieces for the best ones, the most jagged ones, the shiny ones I want to taste like honeysuckle secrets. We tell ourselves stories because we have to. Love is not enough. Bringing the water to the horse won't make it ask questions. They aren't taking if you're giving. It's not brave if it's surviving. We tell ourselves stories because we have to. Make it an interesting one. free time, I welcome you to repeat them if you feel comfortable. I allow myself to be happy. I allow myself to be happy. I allow myself to be happy. Yes! Very awesome. Afterthought. Not worth wasting paper, empty words with meaningless meanings, smothering noises. Drum beats are the only way to get me out of my own head, make me not hear myself. Drum bass, heartbeats, heartbreak. What's love anyway? Nothing worth writing about. Speaking silence into the wind and standing center stage with all the lights up, I have become acquainted with my anger and am now best friends holding hands with violence. Some of my most favorite pastimes. Throw yourself head first, your neck snap completely. Let me feel these horrid feelings so that I'm not afraid to look ugly in front of people, and that's mainly a crowd consisting of myself. Close your eyes and bleed, little punk. Do you feel lucky as my 6-inch heel pierces your eye, and woman, hear me roar? Twisting labyrinths, forever spinning in deep spirals, never ending, lost in chain, link after link, added. Delicious bruises on your wrist with a sigh of disappointment tastes so good. Tattered edges unraveling to reveal the sands of time, passing through the hourglass that is super glued to the table. Try to turn it over with all your strength, straining to startle yourself into living. In what moments do you feel primal? And then trace your hand. Here's the mantra. I give myself the compassion and kindness I need. I give myself the compassion and kindness I need. I give myself compassion and kindness I need. This one's a little bit heavier. Mayday in the time of COVID-19. Hello, my name is Wage Slave, mistaken for hero. This ill-fitting bandana wrapped below cheekbones does not hide a smile. I am wincing as you get too close. You think you're special, that your skin color, your bank account keeps you safe like it has done all of your life. Death does not discriminate. Here in the great America, CEOs are getting bonuses while essential workers are lined up front, disposable at minimum wage, propaganda preached like scripture, collective bargaining versus scam. Hello. I'll be your cashier today. I'm told to be brave, face the customer, accept money from cocked hands. Don't cover your face, they whisper from above. That's rude, they say. Don't sit, makes you look lazy. They announce with a smile. I can see them struggle, restraining themselves from patting on my head like a good, obedient puppy. I've been on my feet for 12 hours. They tried to explain. I'm spat upon as the irate customer in a red baseball cap with 8 extra giant jumbo things of toilet paper pushes 2-year past expired coupons into my palm, ripping my glove. That was the last pair of my size. We've now moved on to one size fits most, but fits no one well. My dainty lady fingers are swimming in latex. I resist the urge to throw up my birds of glory to the jeering crowd, but then I remember that I need my cat food. I see another customer shoving back a cart of someone who has stepped outside their taped marked on the floor box out of the corner of my eye as I bite the inside of my cheek, forcing a smile that hasn't been real in months. I can taste blood. I want to scream obscenities to the heavens, but then I remember that I haven't gotten child support for this month, or last month, or maybe I can't remember since when. forever had an expiration date, shorter than the milk turning in the fridge. But it doesn't take that long to make a miracle when I've been told I'm a failure all my life just for existing. Born in sin, into sin, out of sin. How do we get out, God? Are you listening? Have you ever? They're opening up restaurants and churches of protests where haircuts are broadcast. It's so few, but they are so loud. And they have very big guns. How small they must feel. Hello, my name is Officer. I'm scared too. Spotted someone with a backpack walking and I consider not following, but I'm kind of bored. There's quotas to meet, plus there's no way I won't win. I stumble out of my reinforced SUV, tug up my Taco Bell, wonder will they bolt. Hood up, like a candy in pocket, the official claim says mistaken for gun. Eyes squeezed, paired with trigger, hands seen, embraced in prayer, unfolded leaves. I can't breathe. Help me, Mama. This is how well the system works. How deep the roots of shame twisted around spines, unable to acknowledge the scars so abundant there's no difference between it and skin at this point. We are all hurting. I wish you could see your tears because you are beautiful when you're that vulnerable. Stop pretending like we're so different. We have roots in Africa. All this toxicity has talents in capitalism. The system is doing exactly what it was built to do, and it's fragmented way. So where do we start? Starved and begging for scraps like beaten dogs, shoved into cages of debt, keeping us fighting, feeding us gunpowder in the form of fear-mongering. What does the fox say? Hiding behind Bibles, touting torture devices as humble nooses and 24-karat and platinum on sale for Mother's Day. Here's the thing. If we stop long enough to talk, instead of just react, long enough to live our lives instead of just survive, treated our future like we were going to be there too, instead of just keeping them alive long enough to shove us into nursing homes, believing the story of being worthless the moment we can no longer produce. As if work is the meaning to life, making a rich man richer as he plays war like a game of chess with lives that are pixels on the screen, ones and zeros, dots and dashes. As if the moment we are just stories and warnings to be ignored, we have no more purpose, medicated to incompetence, shoved into corners with blankets on our laps. They will us to pause long enough, to hold, to create, to reflect. This current way of life doesn't make sense. Cognitive dissonance makes such a comfy bedfellow. Isn't it convenient that my gods hate everyone I hate and looks just like me? I now have a pretty solution to offer. Something that fits in 140 characters or less. I do know that it doesn't have to be this way, and you just have to start somewhere. Is it just within? Describe a traumatic event that has been a gift in disguise. Draw a box with a monster in it. I see beauty and love in every situation. I see beauty and love in every situation. I see beauty and love in every situation. Love you. Would it be okay if I loved you? You take my breath away, which isn't so great for a performing poet, but I'm okay with it. When you kiss me, my toes point to the ground, the place I'm falling up from. My shoulders drop from attempting to block the noise of the world to my ribcage, holding it all in. The boundaries of my skin searches yours as you bite down, trying to tear reality like an animal shaking life. Growls escaping the prisons between teeth marks. Some days I have better dental records on my collarbone than your dentist does in their files. Thank you for adding accents. They make me feel pretty. Fingers tracing paths to be discovered, following stars and hoping that magnetic north hasn't moved too much to be inaccurate. It's not the destination, but the journey, right? Let's put windows in the rooms holding our insecurities. I'll help pick out the stained glass. Let's not hate ourselves anymore because it's really not worth it. Maybe we have to know that loading from within to recognize tenderness. Feel ice melting on bruised knuckles to appreciate caresses. Giving orders to sit still, be quiet. To be able to know when you're being listened to. Eyes glazed and overlooked, to allow yourself to be seen. To finally be able to admit that this shit fucking hurts. There's no way around it. But it doesn't have to be taken like that. Fire creates fertile ground for new growth. Sometimes we have to let things burn. You make me see rainbows, escorting me to stumping puddles as you hold the umbrella, glasses fogging, your laughter bellowing like wind chimes in a storm. Let's dance in the tsunami. I promise to step on your toes. I trust that you'll catch me. I'll wear heels so you don't have to bend down quite so far. I have decided that I will not be afraid of admitting to this beginning. I shall not imagine the end. And when I do, I shall step up and divert. Let's get out and reflect. I won't anticipate the middle because maybe all we have is that, which is so much more than enough. More than I'd ever hoped for. Maybe this doesn't have to be as temporary as a tattoo. I will hold on tightly to just today. My hands are only so big. I'd rather be exploring textures as you palm my face into a pillow. I smile, giggling, cackling even. Is that all you've got? You accept the challenge, seeing how many buttons and switches you can reach at once, making me gasp. I get tired of having to constantly tell me to breathe. Make it feel okay to exist with no expectations. I love you. Write a love poem to your ideal partner or partners. What is love to you right now? So this one was pretty long. I am worthy of love. I deserve love. I accept love. I am love. I am worthy of love. I deserve love. I accept love. I am love. I am worthy of love. I deserve love. I accept love. I am love. Thank you so much for saying the mantras with me. That makes my heart feel good.
Beautifully presented.
Thank you.
Thank you, Isaiah.